from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ryan Vallon. Today is November 10th. Let's get down to the news. We begin tonight with student housing, as Greenbrier Rental is making leases available for next school year. Our very own Chase Bachman caught up with some students to do whatever it takes to secure their lease.
For college students, having your own apartment is a high priority. It's so important, some are standing in line for almost a full day in order to get their ideal place. Greenbrier Properties is one of the biggest rental companies in Bowling Green, and starting Monday, leases for the fall of 2021 are available to the public. Groups of people sitting outside in lawn chairs with blankets and pillows Sunday night and into Monday morning so they can secure housing for next year.
Well, I don't know any of these people in line right now, so they could be looking at the same place I'm looking at. So I'd rather be really safe than sorry. It's kind of important to have someplace to live next year.
Students eat, listen to music, and even get work done while waiting in what looks like a line for Black Friday.
I'm going to be here until at minimum 9 a.m. when they open tomorrow morning, but more than likely with everyone in front of us still, having about 8 groups in front of us, we'll be here another hour and a half to 2 hours, so probably be here until 10:30, 11.
So it's possible, you're going to be here for 20 hours maybe?
Possibly, yes. Unfortunately.
Students feel it will all be worth it when they can finally pick up the keys to their house or apartment in 10 months. Chase Bachman reporting for BG24 News.
Well, in election news, President Trump continues to fight the results of the election last week. Attorney General William Barr authorizing the Justice Department to probe allegations of voter fraud. At this point, none of the allegations are substantiated by evidence. However, the GOP is backing President Trump in his calls for investigating voter fraud. Battleground states such as Georgia and Wisconsin already dismissed legal challenges of the results. And in coronavirus news, the company Pfizer saying Monday their potential COVID-19 vaccine may be 90% effective. The company is applying later this month for emergency use approval form from the FDA. Authorities stressing it is unlikely any vaccine will arrive before the end of the year. The World Health Organization hopes to begin testing high-risk groups by March. U.S. infections eclipsed 10 million on Monday, the highest in the world. And in sports, BG football takes on Kent State in the team's home opener tonight. The team is rebounding after a loss to rival Toledo last week. The Golden Flashes will not be any easier, but Scott Leffler is looking forward to the challenge.
Obviously, this is another step in moving the needle of our program. We've been talking about what we did last year in terms of improvement, and we're really looking forward to taking that next step. There's areas of this program still that we're not to the standards and expectations that we have, and they've been addressed, and our kids are really excited about trying to change them, to move that needle.
And Falcon hockey is right around the corner. The team begins the season this weekend, but for one alum, his career in hockey is ending. Doc Emrick, one of the premier broadcasters in the NHL, retired last month. I sat down and spoke with Emrick one-on-one about everything from memories of his time broadcasting to retired life.
When I was at Geneva, I made $7,000. If I had a PhD, I would have made $7,600. So it seemed to me like if I was going to have a career as a college teacher, might as well, while I was young and single, get the college advanced degree. And Bowling Green was one of the places that offered that. Michigan was another. I had offers of assistantships both places, but Terry Shaw offered me a second period of the hockey games. Michigan did not. So it was very easy to decide on Bowling Green. I needed to get the advanced degree, and Bowling Green offered a degree. They were new to it, but I was one of the first students to enter their program in a PhD program for radio, TV, and film. That was in 1971. And in investigating it, Terry Shaw, who announced all the basketball and hockey games and football games for Bowling Green, I was in his office and he said, we have a student do the second period of the Falcons games. And he graduated. So if you come here and take the assistantship, you can have the second period of the games. And finally, After all of that time, 11 years after I saw my first game, I was going to do a game that wasn't to myself, it was to an audience on WBGU FM. It was Bowling Green and Ryerson, the Ryerson Rams. Jack Vivian was the coach. It had just come out.
Well, that will conclude things here for tonight's news. I'm Ryan Vallon. Be sure to follow BG24 on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at BG24. And don't forget to go to bgfalconmedia.com for all your news.